Hi, everyone. So today is April 8th, 2024, and I'm in New Jersey right now in United States of America. And as we all know that today is the first total solar eclipse of the year. So unfortunately, we cannot see this eclipse from India. And that's fine because there will be eclipses which will be visible in India at some point of time. So the next eclipse, the total solar eclipse in India will be in 2034 on March 20th, and you will be able to see it along the northern part of India, Srinagar, Leh Ladakh, and that region. So now today we are going to understand what a solar eclipse is and how you know what happens, how you can watch it safely, etc. So the crescent sun that you see in my background is actually one of the partial solar eclipses that I witnessed in 2009. So it was like long back. So what really happens when an eclipse happens? So during any eclipse, whether it is a lunar or a solar, these three bodies, important three bodies, sun, moon, and earth, they all come in one straight line. And that's what, brings this phenomenal astronomical event in place, and we are able to witness it. So sun being our light source, it acts like a torch or a flashlight. And then moon being in between. So what happens that the shadow of the moon is, it casts on Earth, and the view of the sun is somehow obscured. So sometimes it is partially obscured. That's when we call it partial solar eclipse. That's what I'm going to witness today here, which is going to be 90%. And when it is totally obscured, it is either a total solar eclipse or an annular solar eclipse. So we'll see, what's the difference in these two, because it's a very slight difference. I'll show you some pictures. So let me show you some um, slides, some pictures, which will help you understand what I'm talking about today. So this is how, a fully obscured view of sun looks like, and it's beautiful and magnificent. And so what happens? There is sun, there is moon, like I told you, and there is earth. So uh, our shadow has two parts, which is umbra and penumbra. So these two parts play a very important role in the eclipse. We'll understand that how. So you see there's Earth and there's a black patch. So what's this black patch? This black patch is actually the shadow of the moon, which is casting on the Earth, and that's how the eclipse takes place. So this is an annular solar eclipse. So right now also, as you can see, the sun is completely covered, but you can see the outer part of the sun. And that's what makes it different from a total solar eclipse. So we'll come to that also. So this is a partial solar eclipse, which you can see in my background too, which I witnessed in 2009. Then there was another in 2020. And what you see here on this corner is you can see the crescent sun, or looks like a moon on the floor. So this is a phenomena that is also called a pinhole camera phenomena. So when if you have a tree, the rays of the sun from the trees fall on the ground, and it creates a projection of the sun at that time. So this is the projection of the sun when it was eclipsed at about 85% in New Delhi in 2020. So this is the difference between a partial, annular, and a total eclipse. So in a total eclipse, the sun is completely covered. So basically, you see total darkness, like it's nighttime. You might be able to see stars too, if the weather is clear. And in an annular eclipse, you can see the outer side of the sun. So that makes it, different. Now, how are you going to view this, which is the most important thing? You can either use a pinhole camera. You can make a pinhole camera with a cardboard box, like make a small pin, like a hole with a pin, and on the other side of the box, you will be able to see the projection of the sun. So we should not see the sun uh, with the naked eye, because that's not advisable. That's very harmful because the rays are going to impact your retina. So like you can use solar glasses. I have one here with me too today to witness the eclipse. So you can take these certified glasses from, your nearest planetarium or science museum, or maybe online or wherever they're available. And the most important thing is not to use any sunglasses. They are not going to secure you and keep your eyes safe. So do not do that. Do not view it through the camera lens or or a binoculars or a telescope directly, because that is also very, very harmful. Even if you are trying to image the uh, the sun with your camera, it may damage the CCD of the camera. So that is also not a good thing. So it's only and only when the sun is totally covered by the moon, when it is in totality phase, is when you can see it with naked eyes. But the rest of the time, you're going to need some precautions, some gear to be able to see the eclipse. And this is another way. If you have a small telescope, you can use solar filters like I have here today with me too. I'm going to use them. So these are solar filters. You can use them on your telescope or binoculars and project the sun on a cardboard, not see it directly. Like this is another way. These are solar filters on a binoculars. So yes, so this is something important that I wanted to share, that um, this is one of the pictures of the retina of a woman in 2017. She saw an eclipse, and you can see a little cut. It's actually the image of the sun which is etched on the retina, and that's why it is very, very harmful to see it directly. Even with the glasses, try not to look at it for a long time. A couple of seconds on and off is fine. So but why is this happening? Why are we trying not to look at the sun while it is eclipsed? See, looking at the sun at any point of the time is harmful because there are harmful rays coming in. But when it's a normal day, your eyes has certain different lenses in it, and there is pupil. So pupil adjusts its size accordingly, according to the light that is coming through. So you must have noticed that when you are outside in the sun and you come straight inside the room, it takes a few seconds for your eyes to adjust, and you see the room is a little darker, even if it is lit up completely. And that happens because it adjusts the size of the pupil. So during an eclipse, what happens that when the sun is eclipsed, your brain and your eyes are a little puzzled that, oh, there isn't much light that is coming through. Okay, so I can look at it. So when you look at it, so there is more light that is coming through the lenses in your eyes and going to your retina, and that's how it gets, you know, damaged, or that's how you may lose vision temporarily or permanently on the because of looking at the eclipse directly. So it is not recommended, it is not advisable. You should not look at the eclipse uh, with any means other than the the solar glasses here, or the lenses that I have here, or the pinhole camera. But again, that's just a way to project the image of the sun, but not to look through it directly. And of course, you can look at the animal behavior, because it also makes the birds feel that, or it's like nighttime, or it's going to be evening time. They should go back to their respective nests. Even if you have a pet, like a pet dog or a cat, you may notice some different kind of behavior because it gets darker outside, and these animals do not know that it's an eclipse. For them, it's like, oh, the day has gotten shorter suddenly. So this is the path of totality for today. And unfortunately, I'm not on the path anywhere. Was supposed to go to Buffalo, but it's cloudy, so we had to, you know, change our plans and stay in New Jersey, where we're going to see 90% of the eclipse. So thank you so much. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact Nehru Planetarium. They can redirect the questions to me. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.